Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Bitcoin charts and we're going to do an update and see where it might be headed, and we will cover both bullish and bearish scenarios as well, just to simply cover all of the different possibilities. And towards the end of the video, I will cover the overall macro structure of the overall Bitcoin dominance chart as well. Now, for those of you who love trading crypto and would like to try the same crypto exchanges that I use on a daily basis, then go ahead and try out either the MEXC exchange or the Blowfin exchange with the links in the video description down below this video. Now, the reason why I love the MEXC exchange is because the MEXC exchange has very low fees, but they do not allow people from the United States, okay? And they are kicking people off from the United States at the end of July, all right? And the one thing I love about Blowfin is they are a newer exchange and they allow people from the United States to be able to trade crypto futures. So if you're from the United States and you want to trade crypto futures, go ahead and give Blowfin a try. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. Now, we've got Bitcoin up on the daily chart here, and as you guys can clearly see, we have had some awesome, crazy cool bullish momentum here, which is very nice to see because we've been slugging it for so long, just dropping down. All right, it's so nice to see some good momentum going on here. All right, as you guys can clearly see, we clearly broke through this downtrend here. All right, it literally in one giant ass candle, which is very nice to see. All right, as you guys can clearly see here, we had 1, 2, 3. We pretty much had an inverted head and shoulders down here, which to my belief is what caused us to completely, make a big move to the upside, which is very nice to see. And right now price is currently riding on the edge of this major resistance zone here of 67,250. All right, now I've said it a lot in my previous Bitcoin update price update videos that this is the level that I want to see Bitcoin cross before I become extremely bullish and comfortable in the fact that Bitcoin is starting to head higher and higher towards either the top of the giant bull flag that we've got here, or even higher and try to break new all-time highs again. All right, so realistically, we want to break this level right here. All right, this key level of 67,250 is the level that we want to watch. We want to see a daily push on the daily chart, a push above it, and a strong close above it as well. Okay, if that happens, we can fully be comfortable and feel like, things are going to continue to keep moving higher and higher. All right, but another thing that could happen here in I guess I shouldn't say bearish scenario, but what could end up happening here is we may end up not going past here and closing above it, and we may actually end up cooling off a little bit and instead start dropping and drop down to this support level down here of 64,300, and hopefully bouncing off of that and creating another higher low right in here and bouncing off and then gaining momentum to push through and go to the top of this bull market or bull flag channel here. And if we do end up going up to the top of the bull flag channel here, we may end up bouncing off of that as well and coming back down to make another higher low right up in here, right at this support level here of 67,250, and bounce off of it and then hopefully get enough momentum to break through and head towards this resistance area up here of 72,760, which would be very nice. And overall, this is personally what I see happening in an overall bullish scenario for Bitcoin here. Now, as far as a bearish scenario here, well, nobody likes talking about bearish shit, but we have to look at all possibilities as a just-in-case type thing because, anything can happen. We've all seen it happen, and anything can happen here, okay? So in a bearish scenario, what could end up happening here is we could end up dropping down to the support level down here of 64,000 to 64,300, and then going back up, and then not being able to pass 67,250 and end up bouncing back down again. And if we bounce back down again, we'll probably end up riding the support level again down here, and it probably end up losing momentum and going back down. Now, if we end up going back down to a further level down here, my guess is we will not go lower than this previous low right down here. And the reason why is because we have already been down to these lows for a very long time, and shit is extremely oversold on the shit was extremely oversold, and we we do not want to see the bottom of this channel here. But again, the whole idea here with this bull flag here is we want to see us at the top of the bull flag here, okay? And we want to see us break through the bull flag, okay? But if momentum is not there, if enough momentum is not there to continue higher through the bull flag, we will most likely end up bouncing back down and going back down all the way to the bottom of the bull flag again, like we did here, right down here at 56,505, okay? But the other thing to keep in mind is we have got this large gap down here as well. All right, we've got this large gap between 52,300 and 58,900. Okay, so the good thing here is this bull flag could end up going all the way down to the bottom of this 52,300 area at some point in time. Okay, I'm not saying it will happen. I can't see the damn future, so I'm not a magician. I can't tell you that that's exactly what's going to happen or anything like that, but it's definitely a possibility. Okay, and you have to be open for it, and you have to be open, or you have to be what do you call it? You have to be cognizant of the possibilities that could be happening here, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, okay? There's really not much to say here other than the fact that we are following, or Bitcoin dominance is following a major uptrend up here, and as you guys can clearly see, price has been following this uptrend very nicely. Now, right now, altcoins are starting to rise a little bit, as you guys can see in my right pane here. We've got all kinds of altcoins in the green right now, which is very nice to see, and the reason why is because people are throwing their Bitcoin profits into it, and you guys can clearly see Bitcoin dominance is dropping. Every time Bitcoin dominance drops, altcoins start to rise up, which is what's going on right now at this point in time. Now, Bitcoin dominance, what I could see happening, obviously, since we've been following this structure this entire time, obviously, we may end up dropping back down before end up going back up again, all right? But the one thing to keep in mind here for those of you who are heavily invested into altcoins is there will not be an altcoin season, okay? I know everybody gets so worked up over this altcoin season stuff, but the thing is that you have to remember is altcoin season will not happen until Bitcoin dominance starts a major downtrend, okay? And when I'm talking about a downtrend, I'm not talking about a single daily or a single weekly bar going down or whatever like that. I am talking about a major downtrend like we see right here, okay? This is when altcoin season happens, all right? Right in these types of structures right here, okay? And this is on the weekly chart, keep in mind, all right? So we spent weeks, Bitcoin dominance spent weeks dropping and dropping and dropping, and that whole time altcoins were rising and rising and rising like crazy, and that is overall what we want to see if we want to see another large altcoin season, okay? So keep in mind that, you know, these little small candles, these little small weekly candles of Bitcoin dominance dropping, I mean, yeah, altcoins are going to rise a little bit in it here and there within those time periods, but overall, we want to be looking for a large drop in Bitcoin dominance before we can start getting excited about altcoins starting to rise like crazy again, okay? So guys, before I go ahead and wrap up this video, if you enjoyed this video and got some good value out of it, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the like button below this video, and leave me a comment below on your thoughts on where you personally think the price of Bitcoin is going to go in the short term. And with that said, you guys, for those of you who ended up watching throughout the whole video, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see all of you in my future videos.